I realized it on a Tuesday morning. When nobody asked me anything. Not my opinion. Not my help. Not even the time. And that silence said more than words ever could. I want to tell you something that most people don't like to admit out loud. Especially not people my age. There comes a moment, quiet, ordinary, easy to miss, when you realize the world has already moved on without you. No announcement. No goodbye. No ceremony. Just less eye contact. Shorter conversations. And fewer reasons for anyone to slow down when you enter the room. I remember thinking, so this is how it happens. Not with cruelty. Not with hatred. But with indifference. If you're listening to this and you're over 60, I wonder, have you felt that moment yet? Or are you feeling it now, and just never named it? When I retired, people congratulated me. They said things like, "You earned it. Now you can finally relax. Now it's your time." But no one warned me about the mornings. The mornings where there's nowhere you need to be. No one waiting for you. No problem that only you can solve. For decades, I was useful. People called me because something was broken. Or confusing. Or urgent. Then one day, they stopped calling. At first, I told myself it was freedom. Then I realized it was absence. Tell me something. When you stopped working, did you feel lighter? Or did you feel erased? Because work isn't just money. It's proof. Proof that you matter right now, not just in memory. And once that proof disappears, you start asking a dangerous question. Who am I, if nobody needs me? I don't think younger people mean to ignore us. That's the hardest part. They're not cruel. They're just busy, with a future that doesn't include us. They speak faster. They walk faster. They decide faster. Sometimes I start a sentence. And before I reach the point, they're already looking at their phone. Have you noticed that? That slight turn of the head. That drifting attention. It makes you shorten your thoughts. Edit yourself. Speak less. Until one day, you stop speaking at all. Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time a younger person asked you, "What do you think?" Or, "What would you do?" Not out of politeness, but because they genuinely wanted to know. Wisdom ages quietly. But the world has gotten loud. And loud things don't listen well. There's a strange thing that happens in grocery stores. Cashiers stop making conversation. People cut in front of you. Doors don't open as often. You become background. I once stood in line while 3 people stepped in front of me. Not rudely. Not aggressively. They simply didn't see me. That hurt more than anger ever could. Because anger means you exist. Invisibility means you don't. Do you remember when people used to move aside for you? When your presence carried weight? Now, sometimes, it feels like you could disappear. And the room wouldn't change shape at all. Is that something you felt? Or am I the only one brave, or foolish, enough to say it? This part is harder to talk about. Because it sounds like pride. But it isn't. It's grief. I used to be the one people asked before making a decision. About money. About family. About life. Now decisions happen, and I hear about them later. Or not at all. Weddings planned without my input. Moves decided without my advice. Big choices made as if my years taught me nothing useful. No argument. No discussion. Just exclusion. And what hurts most isn't disagreement. It's being unnecessary. Have you ever caught yourself wanting to give advice? And stopping mid-thought? Because you know nobody asked. That moment. That swallowing of words. Stays with you longer than you'd expect. Here's the cruel irony. By the time you finally understand what matters, the world stops asking you. I know now which fights weren't worth it. Which moments I should have stayed longer in. Which people I should have listened to instead of correcting. I know now. But knowing arrives late. Do you ever sit with your memories and think, if only I'd known then what I know now? Not with bitterness. Just with a quiet ache. We are full of answers. But society prefers speed over depth. And depth takes time. Here's something uncomfortable. Society doesn't hate the elderly. It simply doesn't know what to do with people who are no longer productive, but still very much alive. We are living reminders of time, of limits, of endings. And people don't like to be reminded of those things. So they look past us. Not because we are worthless, but because we are inconvenient. Do you agree with that? Or do you think I'm wrong? I'd really like to know. I won't tell you to stay positive. I won't say everything happens for a reason. That would be dishonest. What I will say is this. Being no longer needed by society does not mean you are meaningless. But it does mean you have to redefine meaning. On your own terms. Not louder. Not desperate. Just honest. You are still here. You still remember. You still see things others rush past. And that counts. Even if the world doesn't clap for it. If this resonated with you, tell me in the comments. When did you first feel the world pulling away? Or do you think society still needs its elders? And just doesn't know how to show it? I'll be reading. Quietly. Like we do.